Nah, they don't need to see me. I'm a ghost. That's a fat ass remote.
The Xfinity jank. It's an
Mm,
old one
oh,
though. They
oh,
gotta
oh,
upgrade
yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah. You got an old one.
yeah.
Broke niggas. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna have to upgrade it because you saw that crap now they prices going up and they gotta I think if you have the standard jank you only can have like 1.2 terabytes a month or something like that for your whole internet.
Huh?
So you know how like they have data capacities for phones and stuff if you don't get the unlimited plan.
Yeah.
Now Xfinity saying for a month starting in March you only get 1.2 terabytes, and if you go over it, I think for every 50 gigabytes it's an extra $10. Or I think you have to pay extra for the unlimited plan pretty much.
Or they can suck a dick when I'm in a pandemic.
Yeah, I know. That's just it pissed me off because I'm like, yo, like for real, like working from home, it's like I can't really I don't know how much data I'm using working from home. Like, they have it broken down. Like they do the crap where you can watch this many videos in a day. You can do this in a day. It's like, no, I'm working from home. I'm not watching videos. I can't like manage my data. Like, get the hell out of here. Like,
Big tech trying to silence us all.
yeah, I know, I know. Like, I'm so done with Xfinity. Like, I'm so done with Xfinity. Once I get the option to, it's just where I'm living at. That's the only high speed internet I can get.
Oh yeah, that's the only internet I get at this fucking bitch ass apartment complex.
Yeah,
I said, yo, nobody gets Comcast at all. Like
yeah, I know.
Comcast is done. They changed their name. That's how bummed they was.
Like, yeah, like if I ever get the option, like, yeah, I'm never using Xfinity again. I'm so tired of them.
Verizon was cool, but I don't know their battery packs. That battery died that they gave it. Like they put like a little battery thing, but I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Mm.
But that shit just be going off sometimes, and that shit kind of sucks.
Is
Like
that
there's
like
no like
FiOS? You talking about
yeah
FiOS?
FiOS
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That shit sweet. It's fast as shit, but like I don't know. I don't really fuck with that shit like that because of the
Yeah, I
battery.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Since you're
Uh,
talking about since you're talking about the pandemic and stuff, you want to go ahead and talk about what you want to talk about?
wait, your
What's on topic?
with the minimum wage.
Run down. We can start with that. We
Uh,
start something light,
all
heavy.
right. So your president, your new president that's about to take the office, did something that really is common sense. But of course, people just want to complain, just complain. And he's talking about raising the minimum wage to $15. And if those who don't know, there are states out there who already have that implemented, and he's just now making it a nationwide thing.
A federal thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Federal,
yeah.
federal, federal.
So of course you got like idiots crying about it. Like all of a sudden they care. Like, oh well, teachers only make this. Why? For one, the people saying that do not care about how much teachers make. They just want to bring that up in a convenient argument. It's the same thing that when the Colin Kaepernick thing happened, people were saying military, military. They don't care about people in the military. They just wanted to complain about one thing, but didn't want to say it. Like the minimum wage thing for me, it's common sense. Like, you can't like the prices for everything is going up. So if you want people to live, like I think if you work 40 hours a week, yeah, I'm not trying to make 750 working 40 hours a week and get the hell out of here. Like for part-time jobs, yeah, I understand. Like I didn't read the details of that, but yeah, 40 if you working 40 hours a week, nah, I'm not get the hell out of here. I'm not making 750.
All right, so here's my thoughts on this. So first of all, technically, there's like three different people that makes it. The federal government made it 75, 725, and then I think Virginia's got it at like 9 or something like that. I don't know.
Mm,
And then like certain cities and certain counties like make it higher due to what's calling. Like I know in Oakland it's like 15 or something like that. Like certain parts of California is already at 15.
yeah.
I'm just my whole entire thing is you put it to where you don't make it federal. Like you be like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. The federal is going to be like, so put it like 9. Like look at all like the low population shit,
Yeah,
like
the
all
price of
like the lowest.
living. It's where
Yeah,
yeah, price.
and
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
say in the lowest counties,
Mm,
be like, okay, any county, and just break down any county that has this or this, you get paid this much. Like
mm,
this is a minimum wage for that, and then it goes higher and higher and higher. But At the same time, you do have, and I don't even know if I can talk about this shit because technically I'm in a bond contract, but fuck it. Technically you do have like labor unions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is the reason why school teachers and school teachers get paid that much because of the labor unions and stuff like that. So don't blame minimum wage for his labor unions. Blame them because y'all niggas need to read y'all contracts. Y'all know how much y'all get paid. Y'all should do the math and do about an hour because yeah. And I would say I started off at 7.25, and right now I'm making a good amount of money.
Mhm.
And once I got above that $15 threshold, I was able to move out my mom's house. Yeah, it still kind of sucked because you still got all these other bills that pop up like lights, which is like like $50 a month for me. The highest bill besides like the rent is definitely cable,
Mhm.
and that
Yeah.
joint is like $100 some dollars. Why is cable more than lights, water, sewage, garbage waste, all that combined?
My thing is, so obviously, like I'm not one to count anyone's pockets. Like I said, if it's meaning for people to make more money, it's like yeah, like obviously, like people should be, especially dealing with some of the bullshit people got to deal with. Because I don't think people understand if you work a job that requires customer service, people are so shitty. Y'all have no clue. Y'all have no clue how shitty people are, and the ones who have no clue are probably the shitty people. So like just that whole thing is just I'm not trying to count in his pockets, but I think in a way though it's lazy of the government to do that because I think what would be more helpful is how about let's create more jobs where there aren't just like customer service call center. Like let's actually create jobs where in America, not sending these companies like all these places overseas. Like, no, let's keep them in America and then create these jobs where people can make money there, like make a fair paying job. I have to use my hotspot. Something's wrong with my like it says I'm connected to the internet, but like it's not. Just like there's nothing wrong with it. So like it's something wrong
Oh,
with it. Yeah,
so Xfinity heard you talking shit. It was
yeah,
like,
I know.
turn this nigga internet on.
Hmm. Yep. So I ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna use my phone too much because I'm not trying to mess up the connection. But yeah, like that. Yeah. So fuck Xfinity and everything they stand for. I hate that company so much.
All right. So what you was saying, he was like bringing the jobs back to America and shit like that, right?
But no, I'm just saying like raising the minimum wage. As like I agree with it. At the same time, I think it's lazy because a lot of the job like when people talk about creating jobs like oh like a president created this many jobs all they did was bring a call center to an area that's and then those people making like $10 an hour so
I feel you.
it's like
I had to get my drink.
it's like it's not that's not really in the cheat it's just what if a president just wants to say oh I'll lower the unemployment rate that's all they do so I think well, yes, raising the minimum wage, I believe, should be a thing because, like I said, the prices of things are going up. Then I believe we should be making more. At the same time, it's like, well, how about you bring in some of these jobs that they're sending their corporations like to other countries, doing all this, doing all that? No, keep them in America. We got enough land where we can put these buildings in America, and then just have these jobs for like the people, where like we're all in student loan debt like for what like there's not enough jobs for all of us so if you keep these jobs in the country and get people like in these positions then like you won't have to worry about raising the minimum wage.
All right, so here's my thing right here, and this is the only gripe you ever gonna hear me talk good about this nigga. So y'all motherfuckers better make it last. Uh, Trump tried to do that, but it
Yeah,
failed miserably for him.
yeah, I know.
He tried to do it, but it failed miserably.
I, I think well with him, honestly, like I don't know what, but it's one of those things where it's like if I'm one of these CEOs of these companies, I'm like, my nigga, I know you ain't talking. That like that's exactly what I will say if Trump tried to say something because I know about the shady shit where he be filing for bankruptcy and just so he can go, he don't have to pay the workers when he's been hiring illegal immigrants to work it for like build his hotels and shit. Like Trump is in some shady business. So if I'm a CEO, I'm like, nah, like I'm not doing shit for you. Like you get the hell out of here. But in the end, like I think that's what, like I said, we're all like all these people are going to schools for what? Like I know people who, as soon as they get out of college, they working at Target for like 3, 4 years. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like that's not something you need to go to school for. So if you want to encourage all these kids to go to school, let's actually like keep these companies in the country, and then we don't really have to worry about minimum wage, because now the idea of minimum wage is really just because those jobs are supposed to be for like high school students. If I'm wrong,
No, that's not. No, that's wrong.
so what?
That's completely wrong.
No, I'm not. So if you a job that makes minimum wage, who's that's supposed to be for a high school student to gain experience. I'm not
No,
saying like that's the
no.
idea that they came up with, but that should be what it is. That's what I meant. That should be what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, I
But no,
worded it wrong. I
it's
worded it
to
wrong. That's
make
on me.
experience. It's not for high school students per se. It's for anybody that don't have experience.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Believe me, I did a
Yeah,
poor job wording
inexperienced
that.
people in
Yeah,
the field.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
they need
just
to.
like,
We need to get away from this whole entire, high school students talk, because it's not made for high school students. It's made for pretty much minimum wage was only made for women and children. Back when children were working like 20 hours a week, I mean,
yeah,
20 hours a day and shit like that, and making 5 cents an hour, which is kind of crazy because it was still a lot more than what we making now. And like one point, they was literally making $10 in 2019. I think they was making like $10 of like 2019 cost or something like that.
mm,
That because the power of the dollar keep going down,
yeah,
American
yeah,
dollar at least. But yeah, I think it's just a bunch of bullshit and stuff like that. Like I would say, pretty much Texas. I think their average like to live comfortably, a single person is like 66,000.
yeah. Ah, damn, ah, damn,
Yeah, that's what a lot of stuff to get a house and everything. Houses are cost like $500,000
yeah,
in some places.
yeah. But yeah,
Like you gotta think about it. Then it's spread over time, and they want you to pay on it until you're 70. So you never own. So if you die, you never own the house.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
a lot of people die not owning the house.
yeah. And just to
Like
sort of go
that's
back,
crazy, right?
I just wanted to correct what I was saying, because now I'm looking back, yeah, I didn't be like, yeah, what I was saying is pretty much the jobs that are being created are the jobs that are for inexperienced workers, in a sense where it's like not everyone who's looking for employment is an inexperienced worker. So that's what I meant. I didn't mean to be like, oh well, yeah, minimum wage. That just sounded awful how I said that. So I will admit that's my bad. But yeah, I just
Oh,
don't want, just because this could be the video that pop off and everyone gonna start slamming me.
they should. Fuck you. Slam this bald head bitch. They're repping the Bulls but had a Pedro hat on them first.
Um,
Yeah, I ain't
uh,
forget that joint. Oh, but no, no, no. Biggie said it best, yo, when he was in high school and during the Biggie movie. That's the only scene I really remember when he was like, I still make more than your broke ass being a garbage man. And garbage people do get paid like
yeah, I know,
15
I
sixteen
know.
dollars an hour because
Yeah,
of a job that nobody wants.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
important. It's an important, like whether
Yeah.
people want to admit it or not. That's an important job.
People like so trash people are more important than teachers
It-
in a sense.
no, you're right, but that's a deeper conversation than how it. A lot of people are
Like
gonna be like, wait,
society
what?
wise.
Yeah, because what it is especially like in Virginia, a teacher, all they're doing is pushing a curriculum that the state is making them push. So it's almost as if they're a puppet. So yeah, teachers are important. I'm not trying to say they aren't important, but because of like that's what I'm saying. That's a deeper conversation, because really, in a sense of it, a teacher is a puppet.
Yeah. But
So
no. Here's what I'm saying. All right, so imagine you live in a house in the suburb, like you live in a house,
oh yeah,
right?
no, you need trash. Yeah, you need
You don't
trash.
have a
Yeah,
trash truck,
yeah,
so you got to put your trash inside your car, drive to the trash thing, pay
mm,
probably like I forgot how much they like $10 or something like that per
mm,
trip, and you're not gonna have a whole bunch of trash inside your car, so yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of trash and stuff like that. Let me what's it calling?
yeah.
Let me
No, you're
put my
right.
phone on vibration. but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of what's calling a lot of trash. Like you're not gonna want to do it. Like my thing, like me, I hate this shit because I had to pay $25 for valet trash, but I just take my trash out every morning because why the fuck would I have somebody else do it and
Mm.
pay $25?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so this man is technically making, and there's like there 8 units inside his apartment. That's $100 off of one building.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
Thing, yeah. So yeah, but yeah, that and then like the police officers, they don't get paid a lot, but they choose that job because the best way to break it down is NFL and NBA and like the sports industry, right? They got a set skill, right?
Hmm.
That's why like when you do the draft, what they do, they pretty much do modern day slave auctions
Yeah,
where they measure your hands, they measure your arm length, they measure like your body mass, your fats. They see, okay, let's see how many bench presses you can do.
yeah. They ask about your
Let's see how
family.
many squats.
They ask about your
Yeah,
genetics and stuff. Yeah, they be going crazy with these drafts.
yeah. And then they base it. Then they be like, all right, cool. So we're gonna draft this guy because he got a lot of good talents. His body is impeccable and stuff like that. We're gonna draft him in the first round. And then he turns out the nigga just was a dub, and that nigga sucks. And then you have people like Anthony Bennett, stuff like that.
It's so that's a good transition point because I would like to. I had an argument on this on Xbox Live with some friend, and it's sort of incredible who people consider like of course you have the obvious draft bust, right? Like Anthony Bennett, like Kwame Brown comes to mind, which I believe there's a thin argument there that he isn't, but that's I'm not going to do that now. But you have just a lot of these players that like everyone knows that you see them as a draft bust, like Adam Morrison, yada yada yada. But then there's those players where it's like I think they're like on the fence where I think outside so either they play your for your favorite team, your max, they were trash. Pretty you thought they were going to be sweet, which is sort of unfair to them if you think about it, especially if they aren't talking shit, be like, oh, I'm going to be the next Jordan, and then they come out here and they trash. Like that's not really them. That's the ESPN analysts like hyping them up, and that's you hyping them up. Like
Yeah.
they never said they said Andrew Wiggins is the biggest prospect since LeBron. He never said that. ESPN said that, so that's what we thought. So now a week over here, like, yo, he a bust, but he's actually a solid player. So no, I think it's crazy. Like, how would you determine? Like, I wish that there was a way that we could find out that line where, like, okay, that is a draft bust. This person isn't a draft bust because it's interested. It's very
So
interested.
mine is based off of roundish, like first round
Yeah,
stuff like that. Like first round is usually the top tier. NBA they got 2 rounds, right?
yeah, 2 rounds.
Yeah. All right. So the first round, like if a team get 2 picks, then they get 3 picks pretty much. Like they get 2 picks in the first round and one in the second round.
Yeah,
Then they get 3 picks. So the second pick might just be like, okay, let me pick him instead of backup. This dude I really want. So mine is go by rounders, or and then like the first and second round. So just with the NBA and NFL, it goes off of the first round even more because
yeah,
you're not gonna get that. You're like so many
yeah,
people they draft.
yeah. It's like
Meta
this.
Te'o, for
Yeah,
example.
and like I think with basketball, like the pool is so like there's so many undrafted rookies that come in and just do well where you can actually make
Yeah,
up for it. In football, it's like if you waste a first round pick, like that's going to hurt you for like that's going to hurt you for a little bit because you wasted a valuable asset on somebody who's trash. But my whole thing, like in the NBA, I stop it at the lottery picks. Cause the teams that make the playoffs always give them a pass if they don't draft like obviously like a great person. Like so the Nets when they drafted like Jared Allen like 20s, Karis LeVert in 20s, those are great picks. But it's like those are the people where it's like you don't you aren't really trying to draft a game changing player. So I always just
You're
never
trying to
really
draft
put
a
it.
superstar.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
don't.
trying to draft somebody that just like contribute to the team, and sometimes they work out to be better. So
Yeah.
my whole thing with the lottery picks, that's who I consider bust. But then again, me, since I follow basketball so much, I know sometimes it's not even the player, it's just because the organization that picked them is trash. So it's like their
Cleveland.
development, like, yeah, the development is bad. They're just put in a bad situation. Like, I always a player like Michael Carter Williams, where a lot of people may say he's a bust because he was like rookie, wasn't he rookie of the year? Oh shoot, I think he was rookie
I
of the
don't
year.
know what the fuck he was.
Yeah, he was rookie of the year, and I think he was in the Anthony Bennett draft, to be honest. But anyway, he was drafted in Philly when they were trying to tank. It's just from the go, he's put in a bad situation where it's like, I mean, dude, just go out there and get yours. We're not trying to win, whatever. So
Yeah.
going on with his career, it's just hard for me to say like he's a bust because it's like of that upbringing. Or say like Greg Oden. I don't consider Greg Oden a bust because he got hurt. That's not his fault.
Didn't that nigga still get a ring?
Was he on the Heat?
Yeah, he got a ring with the Heat.
He did. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But
So
still,
that
it's the fact. It's like people were saying that because it's like just because Kevin Durant was drafted after him, but they don't understand. No matter who had the first pick that year, they were drafting Greg Oden. Greg Oden was the number one pick that year. People can say due to the whole confirmation bias, like no Kevin Durant, no Greg Oden was the number one pick that year. So
so my I would say my thing is this: if they knew, like, so going into the NBA, big mans are not drafted high. No, not going to be drafted like they was like this. Like, I
not
think Greg
anymore.
Oden was probably like going to be like the last authentic big man.
Yeah. So not
Yeah.
anymore. I think people learned their lesson, but still, you still get like an Alex Len was the top. Was he fifth or
Alex
my
who?
Alex Len? Exactly. You don't even know who he is. Like
Oh
Alex
no, no,
Len.
that's the nigga that played for the Suns.
Yeah, he did. I think he on the Raptors now. But yeah, he was drafted by the Suns. Like
Then you had your bum ass team.
Myers
Go ahead, name
Leonard.
them. Go
Myers
ahead, name
Leonard
them.
was
I know you
11th.
gonna name them.
Jaleel Okafor was third. Oh, I'm trying to think. There's just a lot of players where their position was getting
Fucking
phased out the
Alfred
league.
Payton,
Oh,
Dante
Peyton.
Exum,
Dante Exum trash. Yeah, he bust.
uh, Ben Simmons. He
No,
developing. He's developing, but he's not as
he's
they
not a
say he was
bust.
going.
He's not a bust.
He's not a buzz, but he's on
No,
that very thin border.
no, because okay, that's if you're doing
One
the thing.
wrong, one
That
wrong career move.
that's what you're doing a thing where they don't meet their potential. But how many of them? That's not their fault. They didn't tell us who they were going to be. That was the ESPN analysts that were telling us, "Oh, he's this. Oh, he's like LeBron. Oh, he's this." Like it's like, yo, he never said that. The only time I give people a hard time is like Evan Turner, your boy from Ohio State, because for his career he averaged like 10, 5, and 4. Coming out of the draft, no, coming out of the draft, he was telling them I should be drafted before John Wall.
No,
He
no,
was
no, no, no,
talking
no.
that
I'm
shit.
just saying
He
this.
was talking that shit. He was talking
No,
that
I'm just
shit.
looking you off for a different reason.
So think people like Evan Turner, I give him a hard time. I give Thomas Robinson a hard time because he said he should be drafted before Anthony Davis. So it's just these are guys that's
Ronnie
like
Hood.
Ronnie Hood wasn't no Roddy he was a later he was like in the mid first. He
He's still
no
trash.
he not a bust. He not a bust. But like I,
Uh,
I don't consider Jabari Parker because his knees. He kept hurting his knees. You can't like. It's just some of this stuff is like I can't
weak
call
ass
them a
knees.
bust. I can't call so like that a bust. I just can't call so like that a buzz. If your position
Nah,
if your position got pushed out the league or you're getting hurt, I can't call you a buzz. I'm sorry.
I'd call you a buzz because your position was in the league and then like it died off because you couldn't keep up the domination.
So all right, what if someone like Trey Burke or like Ben McLemore, who they were like, I think Ben McLemore was seventh. I think Trey Burke was drafted right after him, like eight. And like they're solid NBA players, but people thought like for Jalen Rose was starting to hype up Trey because obviously he went to Michigan. He would say like Trey Burke had the Chris Paul feel to him and stuff like that. Grant, it's not Trey Burke's fault, but he keep in mind we have that hype when he's drafted. And Ben McLemore, everyone thought he had star potential. And you see, he's like a side. It's like, would you consider those players bust? or no. Those are like the people where I see like they're on the fence where it's like I don't really know if he's a bust or not.
That was said. That's why what's name was on the fence. Ben Simmons.
I don't think that's in it.
He's on this fence.
He was first team all
Every
defense.
all right, he's on the fence for me because every game I watch, that nigga do some bum ass shit.
Dude, see,
Oh, Ben Simmons,
this is
nice. All right, cool.
this
I
is
watch
why.
the game. This
Let
nigga
me
dribbling
guess.
off the leg. I'm like, yo, I play like this nigga.
I,
I can be a better basketball
no,
player than
no,
this
no,
nigga.
no. See,
I can
all
shoot
right.
a
I know.
three.
I think I know
This
what you're
nigga can't
doing.
hit
I
it.
know what you're doing. I bet you. What are your feelings towards Lonzo Ball?
On the ball. Which one is that?
The
Oh, the Laker
the
giant.
yeah.
Um, my honest opinion is that I don't think he should be drafted. I don't think he should have been drafted that high. I think he
Okay.
should have went to a what team he went to? The Pelicans at first? What team he
Well, he
got
went to
drafted
the
by?
Lakers, then got traded to the Pelicans. Anthony Davis trade.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah, he should have been picked later on in the round because they should have sat him down and developed him more first
So, do you
before they put
consider
him out on
him?
the court.
Do you consider him a bust now?
No, I do not consider him a
Okay. Then
bust
how do you consider Ben Simmons on the fence of being a bust?
because Ben Simmons is supposedly the next generation of point
Ben
guard,
Simmons is a multiple time All Star. First team. All right. Let's just go. But no, I think because I've heard people say
and he in
Lonzo.
the East, and the East is full of bitch ass niggas.
I've heard people try to argue Lonzo Ball is a bust before, and I'm not here because I think people are so caught up in points and scoring. Like, cause that's why I never understood when people would be like, "Oh, De'Aaron Fox is better than Lonzo." It's like, is he really? Like, he scores more. That's all. He scores more. Like, I think so many people are just so caught up in the points per game or like how they score. Is just like that's where I think I don't know. I just can't consider. I don't think Ben Simmons is a bust. Like, I think it's an argument Andrew Wiggins is, but it's unfair to him. But it's also
Oh,
it's
and
like
Wiggins definitely, but
it.
that Canadian fuck.
What about sort of like Dion Waiters? Dion Waiters, remember the dude who took the gummies when the Heat? What about Hill? Because I think he was a third pick or fourth pick.
Oh, he got drafted by Cleveland, right?
Yeah, I think he punched Kyrie Irving in the
So
face.
I have a. So I have a. Oh, he's not a bust then. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Can you imagine being the first round draft pick for Cleveland and getting punched by a third person that drafted?
No, no, I just don't get like I
That nigga shot his shot at him.
no, this is where like I wish we had like more viewers or more subs because I just want to put a poll out there and just be like, yo, like, can y'all vote? Who do y'all consider a bust on this list? Because I want to know, like, if anyone
But
sees this
no,
video, please leave a comment of who you consider a bust that we didn't mention and explain why. Because I really want to know how people think. Because, like, just for me, like the dude, it is a dude named Mario Hazonia. And the ESPN analysts were saying, oh, he has a ceiling to be like Tracy McGrady or Floyd J.R. Smith, right? We know that's kept. We know that's not gonna happen. Like, stop. But I'm actually sweet with him on 2K. He's trash. I think he out the league now, but I'm actually sweet with him on 2K. Mario Hazonia. And I refuse to call him a bust just because I'm sweet with him on 2K. But it's like I know
what
damn
about
well he's a
Alonzo
bust.
G?
Yeah,
When,
was he even
when he
drafted?
drafted?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I was seeing him on
Why'd
2K,
that
and I
name
used to
come
whoop
up?
niggas' ass with him. I used to whoop niggas' ass with Alonzo G.
But I wonder how many people think like that though. Like you probably think somebody a first ballot Hall of Famer, just like you probably think Jerry Stackhouse a first ballot Hall of Famer because
He
he's
is. The nigga is a first round Hall of Famer, no doubt. Like
just
everybody
because of
knows who Jerry
2K.
Stackhouse is.
Just because of 2K though. That's the only reason you think that.
Nah, in all fairness, like one person that was like one of the people I did like, I say between Kobe and Amari Stoudemire is the reason why I fell in love with basketball. But Amari Stoudemire is not a first round Hall of Famer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh
like
yeah.
I'm
That's
just being
simple.
honest.
That's
He's not
simple.
a first round. But no, all right. Here's the argument I could put better into you. All right, being that okay, the big three, the original big three draft, the best draft class they said in ever with Dwight. Well, I said with Dwight. Was Dwight in that draft class?
LeBron, you mean LeBron, Melo?
LeBron.
Dwayne
Melo, and
Wade, Bosh.
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Out of them four, only one don't have a ring. Is Carmelo considered a draft bust?
No, no,
He got
but
traded from there. He fell
no,
off in New York. He let he was out of a job for like a couple years, and he came back, and he had like, oh, Carmelo comeback. But this man takes like 100 shots and
no,
only make 20 and scores 60 points.
no, because I think he still was like he still was an MVP candidate some years. He got scoring titles. He got multiple All Star games. He got gold medals. Like he's too decorated to be considered a bust, even though he doesn't have a ring. I think I think a bust is someone where it's like you expect them to be an All Star and they are never an All Star. Like Andrew Wiggins, where it's like, I mean, like we thought you at least would, you know how Brandon Ingram got shoot D'Angelo Russell snuck into one. Like we thought Andrew Wiggins would at least be able to get into one. Like this
I felt
dude,
that little bit of hate because D'Angelo Wiggins. I mean, D'Angelo
D'Angelo
Russell,
Russell.
love, and he a
Nah,
snitch.
no, he got in the All Star game because Oladipo got hurt, and that's where
Yeah.
they brought him into the All Star game. That's what I'm saying. He snuck into one.
I thought it was a little bit of hate
No,
because
no. But it's just you would think Wiggins by now would at least would have got one. Like that's where it's like Carmelo's too decorated to say like he's a bust. I can't give that one. I can't give that. It's an interesting question. How you put it, it's an interesting question, especially considering the expectations that we had for him, and I'm sure he had for himself. But it's just
the
like
league had for him, not just him.
because
Everybody had for him.
if you do that, you gotta say, oh, what about Chris Paul? Whereas like, no,
Chris Paul's, yeah, that nigga's a bust in the playoffs.
okay,
That nigga break his hand every year. Like I blame Blake Griffin for that nigga because every year them two niggas was together, one of them
ooh,
got hurt.
Speaking of Blake
Blake Griffin a
Griffin, this is
bust.
crazy. No, he's not. Stop it. Aaron Gordon's a bust.
No, he hurt his knee.
When?
Aaron Gordon did get hurt.
When? So hold on. Blake Griffin is a bust. Blake Griffin's hurt his knees more than like. What are you talking about?
No, Blake Griffin's a bust because that nigga just I don't know. I don't like that
No,
nigga
Blake
no
Griffin
more
is
either.
a bust. He is a bust. But
Now
I
he went to
can't.
Detroit and nobody know who he is.
No, I think Aaron Gordon is a bust only because like everyone thought he was going to be like Blake Griffin 2.0 low key because obviously you see him in the dunk contest doing all those dunks and he could shoot and people on their games Aaron Gordon be making like 6 7 threes like he be sniping. Like I know Blake Griffin's a better shooter now, but Aaron Gordon was supposed to be like that. When I looked up his stats, I think for his career he's averaging like 12 points a game. It's like, I mean, I think he was a fourth pick, but still I thought he was going to be much better. But now, in his defense, though, he's never played like. Imagine if he played in a system where he played like Chris Paul and they ran the pick and roll together. I'm sure his numbers would be much better. But it's just, I don't. When you look at his numbers, I don't think he met expectations. That's just That's my random player that I consider a bust that I don't think a lot of people agree with. I think Aaron Gordon's a bust.
All right. Well, speaking of Chris Paul pick and roll, you leave your comments if you agree with some of the things people said, and if you just want to attack me for for some odd reason. But um, going on to pick and roll and niggas not wanting to do the pick and roll came out. Dwight Howard didn't want. I mean, James Harden didn't want to do a pick and roll with Dwight Howard. Then
DeMarcus
he
Cousins.
started going on the Demarcus Cousin.
Yeah, Dwight Howard played for the Sixers.
No, I'm saying when Dwight Howard was in Houston.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then him and Demarcus Cousins got beef now because that nigga was like, "Yo, fuck this team. These niggas are bums. I want out." Just like they do in 2K when they give you that option, which was hilarious because that's exactly how the niggas sound in 2K.
Dude,
Yeah,
in all seriousness, I was a little worried. And I don't know how it's gonna look until Kyrie get back. But dude, I think KD had like 45 and 5. James Harden had like 30, 11, and 14 with like 4 steals. Yo, like it was just the magic. But
and he
bruh,
lost all that weight.
Bro, no,
in
he
two
did it.
weeks.
No, he did it. That was the angle. I saw the game. He did not lose all that weight. It's still there.
Oh,
It's still
all
there.
right,
It's
cool.
still there.
All right,
No,
cool.
it was, I
I
saw
want
the
to say this.
pictures. I saw the pictures on Twitter. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But then I saw it during the game. It's like, oh, it's probably just the perfect angle. I think it was just the
Yeah, I
perfect
was
angle.
saying. Nah, I was like, nah, that nigga done cheated the system. How you gonna fake being fat?
Nah,
Like that's crazy.
if the Nets can either find like a decent big or get DeAndre Jordan to actually play, like,
That's a
yo,
draft
they're
bust.
gonna be.
He fell off for a couple years. He had to get back to the right team. He couldn't. He thought he was. Nah, my bad. Not draft bust. He's a. I say he's a. What's calling? His contract was way too big for him.
Well, that's another conversation. People who got contracts that don't deserve it. That's another conversation.
We'll
We
talk
can
about
go on.
it
Yeah,
after
yeah.
this.
Because
After
like
you,
I got a
after you
couple,
know,
cause
after you know,
like Chandler Parsons, like you know what I'm saying, like
after you know. Go ahead, play. No. Talk about your team. I want to hear you talk about your team, B unit, as they call
no,
them.
whoever for Bleacher Report posted that B Unit picture where they put like what was it 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo,
Yeah.
and they put Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant on their faces. They need to be fired. And I will start a petition to get you fired. I swear to God, that was the worst thing I've ever seen. That was the worst
Why?
thing I've ever. It was so like what, like, like,
Why?
like
Why is James Harden 50 Cent?
I don't know. I don't know why. Like it just that made zero sense.
Hold on,
I was
wait.
so mad when I saw that.
No. Tony Ayo was on the wall. One of them was Young Buck. So I
Okay,
think I think Kevin Durant was Young Buck. And you know what they say about Young Buck? That's all I gotta say.
okay, but nah, the Nets look so scary on offense. They just gotta find like I don't know. They either gotta get a better center or I don't know because I was thinking about getting another wing defender, but Bruce Brown and balling, yo, like you know,
Or let Kevin Durant play his true position.
nah. Well, he low key be playing like power forward, and sometimes he'll play center now. It's just I don't
Yeah,
want to play. He's too skinny to play it all game.
yeah. Small ball.
Man, yeah, small ball is easy on offense or defense. He'll get thrown around like that.
It's all right. You can
Shoot,
score more. That's the point of the game. Scoring
they
more.
just need somebody to guard like if the Nets someone to guard like Anthony Davis.
Marcus Hall,
Anthony Davis would destroy the Nets right now. They need somebody to guard Anthony Davis. They don't have him.
Marcus Hall.
So for real, they might as well ask Cleveland to buy out JaVale McGee and just try to get JaVale McGee to play.
Nah, they trying to trade. They trying to trade with JaVale McGee.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I think Brooklyn is gonna be okay. I don't think they win a championship this year.
Yeah, they need. I'm telling you, they're just missing that one piece. I think is a big, but I mean, yeah. They. I want them to win. Obviously, I want them to win, but I agree. I don't think they're gonna win this year.
Coming
They're
from the
gonna be
guy that
fun to
went
watch.
before closing.
They're gonna be so fun to watch though. It was so fun watching this game. When
Where
I
your
was watching,
Brooklyn gear at?
nah, I didn't feel like changing. You know, I
Uh,
told you about my little mishap after after I ate. You know what I'm saying? I was like changing again. I want to say
so
next
yeah, so
topic,
you
so we
wearing
ain't
the
talking.
bull? He wearing the Bulls jersey on. Mm.
Uh,
Nah,
Shoot,
no, no,
speaking
no.
of the
I was gonna say
Bulls,
nothing about it. Just go ahead.
speaking of the Bulls, you know, Michael B. Jordan seeing with Lori Hart. Well, they posted it. Him and Lori Harvey had the little dual relationship post. Black Twitter was like, "Oh, she got him off white woman," and then it's like, "Wait, what prayer is she saying? She got went the future to Michael B. Jordan," and it's like, hmm, you care about? I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh, I don't care about none of that shit. Like,
Yeah,
okay, she was with Michael. She was with Future, P Diddy, P Diddy's son, and Michael B. Jordan.
you know what was funny? And like, you will laugh when I say this. When I saw the name in my head, like I'm just so not in tune with celebrities. When I saw she went from Future to him, I thought they were talking about Larsa Pippen. It just in my head because I was like, wait, what happened with Malik Beasley? Also, I was like, oh, this is someone else. Oh,
Yeah, it's just this is wild, man. This is wild. Uh, but yeah, like shit. Just I don't know what to say about that, man. All I know is pray for future. That's it. That's all I can say.
Oh man,
That nigga's hurting right now.
yeah, I know. He gotta see the Sierra stuff with Russell Wilson. Yeah, he gotta see the Michael B. Jordan, Lori Harvey. I
And
don't
Russell
know.
Wilson make way more money than that nigga. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Like if he played any other
Russell,
position other than quarterback, Future probably could like laugh at him. But since he played quarterback, he's like, nah, you can't.
and he got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. But
I was like, oh shit.
I
But
saw one.
nah, yeah. Hmm?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh nah. Uh no, I was looking at, the game and shit. And the Buffalo game versus Baltimore, T's, T Baltimore,
Yeah,
T
yeah, yeah.
two card and shit like that, how they talk. But
Mm.
gotta I think this might be like a Buffalo and Baltimore game is really weird because the fact that they are shutting down that man. Uh, what's the name? Damn, forgot the quarterback name.
Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen.
Yeah, they shutting down Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
Like in a sense, like granted, I don't like the way I think he's gonna end up getting hurt by the way he goes down on some of the tackles. Like
It,
some quarterbacks fold up like that.
mhm.
Like I thought they were supposed to slide instead of folding up.
I think
He
he's
folds.
how he avoids big hits. I think I think he's good. I think his problem will be when they're losing and he's trying to come from behind. And instead of just going down or going out of bounds, he's trying to fight for more yards. I think that's when it's gonna like he said, obviously I don't hope for that to happen, but I think that's what's gonna happen. Like it's just he's
Yeah,
gonna be doing something where it's like, dude, just go down. But he's gonna just try to fight for those yards and someone's gonna come up and crack him.
yeah. I think Buffalo gonna win this game,
Yeah.
but I am watching the game, so they probably gonna lose.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like either way. I'm just this is one of the few times like when you're watching the game, you just want to see a good game because I'll be so fine with like anybody winning this game right now. Like really,
Yeah,
like it would be cool to see Lamar Jackson get by him, and also like I low key rock with Buffalo this year, so I'm
yeah,
down for whatever.
yep. I'm down for whatever. Late the Rams lost today, got blown out.
Yeah,
We knew that shit was gonna happen.
yeah. I thought that was gonna happen
What's your
last week
prediction on
though.
the next two games?
Who play
What's
or
your
the?
prediction on the next two?
I think the Chiefs.
It's
Well, I
Cleveland
don't
and
know. The Chiefs versus Cleveland. I think it's gonna be a blowout, but honestly,
and
I
then you
think
got
I think the Browns are going to go up like 14-0, and then the Chiefs are just going to win like 42-14.
yeah. I was watching the Super Bowl game with a 49er fan, and that nigga was hot.
Yeah, but
That nigga was hot.
I think that will happen. And then the Saints Bucks game, I don't care about that one. That
No, just two old white people arguing back and forth.
yeah, yo, what,
I think
you know the hitter that played Ron Weasley in Harry Potter? He in another movie. What is this?
I don't know. Why do I care about that redheaded bitch? I'm
M
convinced
Night
that that nigga
Shyamalan.
is Ed Sheeran.
I see it. I see it. I see.
Ed Sheeran. That nigga multi-talented. What else we got on the belt?
Oh, it was a random
Oh,
question that I had, but so say in your
you ever
city,
got caught jerking off?
now, like in your city, if you don't have anything against a person, what other reasons would you have to dislike a local artist?
They can't rap.
No, just even if okay, that was a bad question.
I mean, I'm being honest. They suck.
I know, I know. They just
Like,
trash. You like,
I'm
yeah, I don't
just
want to talk.
saying.
Yo, like, get the hell
Like,
out. No, I just because I always just wondered,
yeah.
like
Or
the people.
the person and everything they rap about is a fucking lie.
But no, it's
That's
just
why.
the
If you know the person, nigga, you're lying.
when I see stuff like at Chicago, out of Philly, like two rappers from the same area who don't like each other. It's one of the things. It's like, do y'all just Like, y'all just on some like competitive hating shit, or like y'all really don't rock with each other? Because in the end, I don't think people understand, like, if one person makes it out of your area, that's going to bring a lot of attention to your area. So I never
Most
understood
of it is
why.
gang shit.
Yeah, but then at the same time, no, that's sort of backwards, because a lot of times we say these rappers aren't really about that life; they just rap it. So if you're saying it's gang shit, it's like, well, are they really about it or not?
Chicago, yes, they really
So yeah,
about it.
Chicago, yeah, yeah.
New York, a lot of people are about it. It's like the on one off people like 6ix9ine and shit that put a bad name on it because he wasn't really about it. Post
Mm.
Malone, like people that get sneak in, like Post Malone, he's not a good rapper, but everybody like him because he white.
Yeah, or I can sort of see, because I know a lot of, because I think, well, I be in the mirrors out of Alabama, like Birmingham or something. I think a lot of people from there don't like, because he don't really work with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the local people's like, wait, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to rep the city, at least like help the city. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
then again, like, I don't really know. I don't know. I just
also,
feel
I know Drake don't really help nobody in Toronto because Toronto pretty fucked up. Like they got gang wars and shit, and he did help one dude named Houdini. I think he got shot up
mm.
and died. One dude name. So it's sort of like it's really hard to pick and choose. Like, yeah, support your local artists and stuff, try to get them on there, but most time people just hate you, like hate you for no reason at all. And that's when the artists be like, "Nah, you was fucking hating on me, so why the fuck would I work with you?"
Yeah, in fact. Especially like if you ain't get no help. Like if you ain't get no help or support, it's like I'm not helping anyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like niggas that shit on you from a while ago.
Um,
Well, niggas just mad because you're doing it, and then they want to help. Like then they want to be in there.
yeah,
But
it's
no,
one of the
I don't.
things, everyone has advice once you make it, but when you trying to come up, no one want to help you. Like, it's one of those things. I know. But
Oh no, my biggest advice is if your shit trash, your shit trash. Like, I'm gonna let you know I don't like that shit.
yeah.
But you shouldn't ask me for my advice because you know what type of music I like.
Yeah, like the stuff I be
For time,
dropping,
I mean other shit.
like that gutter out the mud in the trenches, shit, you know.
I'm leaking that song tonight.
No,
Now,
don't.
thank
No,
you.
please don't. Please don't. Please
It's
don't.
leak. It's
Nope.
leak. It's leak. If
Nope.
I get one comment saying leak that bitch, I'll leak it. If I get one comment saying, "Hey, leak the song," I will leak that bitch. I'll put it right on the YouTube page. And if it's not gonna go on mine, I'll make sure. Like, yeah,
Uh, no, it's funny
I'm
you
gonna leak
say
that bitch.
that. Shoot. All right. If you no, never mind, never mind. Don't do it, because you probably gonna ask
Yeah,
somebody to comment that.
yeah. Or just follow me on Twitter at Dunny684 and fucking spam that shit. And definitely, I definitely put that shit up there. No questions asked.
Nah, nah.
You can't take it down either. I'm
I
like,
be
he gave
heated.
permission just now.
I be heated. No. There'd be some shit where like it's like I'll be mad, but it's all the same shit. It's like, you better not put my name on that shit.
Shit. Yo, I'm adding you and everything, my nigga, when I drop it.
I'm like, why'd you
Drop
tag me in there?
you should have never gave me this power over you.
Yeah,
I'm like direct
yeah,
company.
it's
I'm
that
Suge Knight, nigga.
gutter out the trenches, out the mud type shit.
Ah, but
No,
nah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna change the subject. Yeah, anything else?
Oh, all I was gonna say was, yeah, fuck these niggas. Niggas trash. If you make twerk songs and you sell 34, 35, and that's the only songs you know how to make, expand your catalog a little bit. Maybe people will start listening to you. Niggas ain't shaking their ass right now in clubs. This ain't a shot at any particular people. It's just
I
people in
think
general. And if you did not live that life, don't rap about it because nigga, you did get your ass beat in the middle of a car, and I saw that shit. And nigga, y'all don't be living the shit y'all be talking about. So don't be coming on here acting like y'all trail when y'all really not trail.
just put it out there. Yo, I don't know who he talking about, so please don't come at me with this shit, because I have no idea what he talking about. But why are you killing people like that?
Oh no, I'm just saying random shit.
But no, in all seriousness, I don't know
And
what
I
he
am
talking
not a
about,
gang
yo.
member. For everybody keep saying that shit because I wear red. I'm tired of that fucking narrative being pushed on me.
The all right,
We got
so
a lot of
change
grievances.
the so all right. This is something I just randomly thought. So
Yo, quick question. Have you ever had sex with a girl and then just nutted on your own stomach?
I mean, I have done that
Like you pull
before,
out
but
and that shit like you push her off and then like you just nut on your own stomach and then you feel like the nasty whore that you wanted her to feel like.
like it wasn't in that way. But yes, I know what you're talking about. It wasn't like how you explained it, but yes, I was very disappointed. It's just one of those things where it's like, you're supposed to feel good about something afterwards. It's just, I was like, I don't feel good about what just happened now. Like,
No, it doesn't.
no, it
That
just,
shit could have hit my face.
yeah, it's just, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just, it didn't happen that way.
Like it's crazy because like the penis angle to shoot like that shit. Sometimes that shit be angled like where it can hit your face, and then you're like fuck. So like then you have to like wipe yourself off, and you're like, yo, I feel fucking disgusting. Like why am I wiping the nut off myself? Like
It did. It just feel weird when you try to wash it off because it's I know exactly. I know exactly. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. It's such a weird, like you say, it's just a nasty feeling where you're just like
yeah,
I don't like you said,
uh,
I should be like in a good mood, but I'm not in a good mood. Like, I just want to go.
yeah. Yeah, then you like, yo, I just go home and you pick up all your stuff and you just walk outside and you just hear underwear. It's in the freezing cold, sitting in the car crying and shit. I never done that before. I'm
The
just making up a whole hyperbole.
man, the man, a man doing a walk of shame is funny.
Like, you get home and then you just laying in the bed in a fetal position crying.
Uh,
Why she do me like that?
the I have a random ass question. So I think one dude for Ohio State football, I'm pretty sure they said his name was Seven Banks, right? So then I was thinking, like,
That's
this
a
some
sweet ass rap name.
so there was this viral high school basketball player named Seventh Woods. I think he went to UNC and transferred somewhere. And then of course, people with like Ace and Deuce and like Trey and stuff like that. I know a lot of it comes from like junior or like the third and shit. But like, where the hell did we start naming kids numbers? Like when did that? Because sometimes it was a nickname at one point. You would call someone like the third. He'll be called Trey by some people. Like there are literally people named numbers. I want to know who the hell started that. Like who was the first famous number?
Bitch. Kanye West named his daughter Northwest. That's the direction.
I said numbers, not directions. Who's the
But
first
I'm
famous
saying,
number? Who's the first famous number? I don't know when
I
they
don't know.
started.
Probably, no offense, this might sound racist. So I don't want in anybody, but one, like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh, I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something though, because I think what it is how like names in other countries mean something else. I bet you
Yeah.
that's probably how it started. Somebody got named something, and in another country it was this is how you get your name. That probably I could see that
Like
being the reason.
in Australia, Dunny is called a shitter. It's like a thing for like porta potty and shit. That's why I'm not shit. Makes a lot of sense. Talk my shit. I'm not shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the
Okay.
sharpest tool in the toolbox, but I'm still a tool, nigga.
All right.
Like, where did Ratchet come from? Like a tool, like the Ratchet to like, nigga, I got the Ratchet on me, like a gun to that bitch a Ratchet.
She
Like,
ratchet. She
yeah.
ratchet. Well,
So it's
wasn't
like,
that was just a trend? Wasn't that the little Emmanuel Hudson and them at the whole she ratchet thing? I thought that's where that came from.
yeah. So are you saying that she's a tool or she's a gun or you just busting her like a gun?
I'm pretty sure. All right.
You load this shell.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
people have been calling guns certain names just to hide the fact that there were guns for years. And then
oh,
once the public finds out that's what they're saying, then they change it to something else. But
oh shit! I get it. She is the gun, and then your dick is like the shells. So you busting at her with you busting on a ratchet. You know what I'm saying? When you
or
bust, you shoot a ratchet.
like a hoe is a garden tool. It's possibly that like a ratchet is a tool, so he's just another.
First of all, A hoe is a very like, all right, so here's my thing on hoes, right? Think about it. All right, so a hoe's a gardening tool, right? And what did they use? What are they used for?
It's
For
like
plants and
moving.
shit, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and like the fertilize plants and shit. So so pretty much they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but technically the hoe is doing all the work to raise a seed. Mm, be smarter, not dumber. Think about it. I done fucked you up. You don't know what to say.
Hmm. I don't know what to say. All right, I don't know what to say. Uh, I would check like ever since that little internet glitch I had. I just decided to use my hotspot, so I can't really check the internet. Is there anything going on right now? Or like, because I don't have anything else on the rundown.
I expect it. Yo,
Yeah,
y'all gonna be missing me, but hold on, I'll be right back.
yeah.
All right, so let me see. My Twitter is kind of weird. So, what do you think about the girls doing the busted challenge?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god.
Is that just like so people are they just like yeah, what is it?
Huh?
What is it? Just like
It's like,
they show themselves looking like bummy and all of a sudden they show themselves looking good? Like
yeah,
I don't I don't know. I don't get why
it
people
shows
do this.
how much Wonder's makeup is. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. I mean, we didn't need a challenge to see that, but I think
Uh,
in a weird way, I think that's good for celebrities to do though.
yeah, especially JT.
Nah, I think when they do that crap where they like a celebrity show themselves with no makeup and stuff, I think that stuff is actually really important for like people to know like yeah, like that's not how they look all the time. Like it's okay to not look. Like, I don't know. Mm-mm-mm.
So, Twitter user is offense for. All right, so what's the name? A dude from the Misfits podcast, and a famous YouTuber called Fitz. He's being terrorized on Twitter for making a joke,
About
a
what?
racist joke, some kind of racist joke and stuff.
Um,
But like, uh, what is the fifth month?
the 5th month,
Yeah, the fifth month of the year.
January, February, March, April, May.
All right, May 26th, 2020. He said, "Hi guys, I want to come out and say that I've made a lot of racist, sexist, and sexist jokes in my past. It's something I'm proud of. It's something I'm proud of. I think, I still think a majority of them are still funny, and I generally couldn't give a less of a fuck if anyone's offended by them." So that's the type of person you we're dealing with.
I don't.
So people are mad because he used not my habo.
I don't.
He made one like, I don't know, but yeah, he made some kind of racist joke, and people are upset. But I'm like, I'm black, and they kind of never really said. I was about to say said the nigger. I don't know why I was about to say it like that.
I don't know. Like I'm just so like I don't even care because this like for real, we seen too many times where somebody would do something racist or say something racist and like their careers low key like blew up afterwards or didn't even derail it. So it's like when stuff like that happens, I feel like they're just like trying to get attention.
No, he always did this kind of joint though.
Yeah, I know, but I
Always
mean,
was
like,
that.
no, I'm talking about to announce it. Like, hey, I made a racist joke and I don't care. It's just like he wants people to pay attention to him. So it's just like I don't
Oh no,
know.
I think he's saying that because he's blowing up, and they kind of
Oh,
are not.
people are just keep bringing it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah. I think
okay.
He's not from this country. I don't think
Oh, okay.
he's from New Zealand. He's in New Zealand.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, but no, I watch some of his joints. He, like I said, like as long as it's like funny, then I could fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
It just, like really, I just don't like. I don't. My whole thing, I think it's just as I got older, I just became like this. It's just I really don't care. like it's just a weird thing. Like it's just when somebody says something racist, like okay, you're stupid. It just is like when, like I said, if it's funny, I'll laugh at it. But in the end, it's like I mean, I don't gotta rock with the dude. It's just if it's funny, I'll laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's
Yeah, if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh at it. But if it's not, then I'm not gonna laugh at it.
yeah. It's just what if like if he's right. Is if we learned anything about these last like just what just happened in the U.S. Like if people are going to be racist and ignorant, they're going to be racist and ignorant. There's nothing you can do. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
and I mean, it's a fine line between because all right. So here's the funny part about it. What the fuck are they doing? Here's the funny part. Like they were like they won't say they won't say nigger. I said nigger. But they be like, I went to the doctor and he said you gotta. He said something about Negro, like Negro,
mm-hmm,
but he was talking about his knee,
okay.
or like they have a black person in there and then he'll just say it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I don't know. It's just weird. Like it's just weird on some fronts. Like I understand like certain people. I understand if like comedies try to like bring in the racist stuff and try to do a play on words with nigga, but I mean because it's a play on words, so it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean South Park. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like
and that's why it's pushy, edgy, and everybody like edgy comedy and stuff. Yes, I know that it's wrong and really white people shouldn't say it, but as much shit as black people give to as much shit as black people give everybody else.
yeah. Well, all right. I admit, as black people, we do feel this thing where it's like, well, y'all put us through slavery, so we can do what the hell y'all want. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thing where it's like, y'all got all these privileges, let us have something. But yeah, like my whole thing, like, and black people do this too. Like, I don't know. I think they're being also unfair saying we don't do this. It's just most of the time the person complaining just isn't funny. We laugh at funny white people if it's funny. We've always
Yeah,
done that. We laugh at funny white people if it's funny. It's just if it's not funny and it's just racist, they'd be like, "Oh, shut up, y'all just being." No, we're not just being insensitive. Like clearly, we just laughed at this other dude saying it. Like the hell you talking about? I don't know. White people are just stuck in this thing where they don't understand how back then. All right, think about how long it took white people to realize slavery was fucked up. You know, or think about
no,
how
no,
long.
no, no, no. I want you to think about this. Think about how long it took them to realize the police were part of the KKK.
Yeah. Or how long it took them to realize segregation was wrong. How long it took them to realize that the police, yeah, are fucked up. How
In
long
case
it
y'all
took them to
didn't
realize
know,
things. Or shoot,
didn't know the answer, it was this year when white people stormed the Capitol.
think about how long it took white people to realize that like what was happening with Colin Kaepernick. We were saying, wow, like this. No, he's just not good. No, and but then all of a sudden they're like, oh wow, yeah, y'all were right. That happens all the time. So every time something comes up and we say something, I get so frustrated when people are like, "Oh, shut up, y'all don't know." It's like, dude, you do this all the time. White people, you do this all the time. Just actually listen to what we're saying, because like how they're treating the Kyrie Irving thing I thought was funny because earlier in the week they said he wasn't going to be back until Sunday, and that's if he had the clean test where he didn't have COVID. Why was it a headline on Friday that he wasn't playing on Saturday? Like no one sees the fun how funny that is. It's just how they treat black athletes. It's like, yo, like why are you so stuck in trying to make him look like a bad person? We already
Richie
knew he wasn't
Incognito
being bad.
straight up called people a nigger
So
and bully people.
it's just like we would point something like that out, and then people would just be like, "Oh, sure, y'all just like no." It's a problem how y'all treat black athletes. It's a real
Uh,
problem.
what's the name? What's the dude name that played for the Eagles? Say I'm gonna jump the fist and beat all you niggas'
Oh,
asses.
Riley Cooper, yeah, and then he
Riley
got a
Cooper
contract extension after it.
with
He
the
got a
same team that
yeah.
cut Deshaun.
Well, they got rid of Deshaun Jackson, trying saying
Yeah.
he had gang ties. Like, get the hell out of here.
Every black athlete pretty much got gang ties.
Uh,
But no, I just think it's kind of I don't know. Like like me and my cousin was talking about. I would say my home, like me and my cousin talking about. We're really not that far removed from slavery. Like
it,
I
like so
haven't
yeah, that's a like that's a deep conversation. Yeah, like I get
I
what you're
have a
saying. Yeah,
I have
yeah.
an old white dude that works with me. He's 90 years old.
Mm.
66 years before he was born, that's when slavery ended.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. In the grand scheme of things, yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Think about it. Mm,
because like,
technically, like I'm like okay, life expectancy was still low, but I'm the fourth. We're pretty much fourth, I think, generation. Yeah,
mm,
yeah, I'm fourth generation, right? So that's four generations, and they still say, oh, you can't trace back. Four generations is easy to trace back. Like I know that my mom's side is not from here.
yeah.
They're from Sicily. They're from Sicily. So
Well, not the whole thing is like, because the idiots who don't understand the concept of reparations, it's like black people were promised 40 acres and a mule, right? So it's like if you're promised something and it's like that's supposed to help you catch up and you don't get it, like how do you not see the problem with that? And then for the idiots be like, oh well, yeah, guess what? We can't get 40 acres and a mule now. In 2021, we're not going to get 40 acres and a mule. So obviously the replacement for that is money. So it's like we're so set behind and we didn't get what we were promised to help catch us up. Yeah, like it's just I don't know. I just never understood. Well, no, I understand it. They just never will admit it. But it's just that they were like, if you cannot see like why like black people feel a certain type of way, or you find like the racist stuff funny and like ha ha, ha, whatever, it's like whatever. But it's just if you can't see that, it's like you're either stupid or like just you're
all right.
yeah,
So I wanna paint this picture, okay? And this is everybody want to bring up the homicide Holocaust shit every time. All right, cool. Let's bring up Holocaust and the Indians. Indians, what they got? Reservations and all the other stuff, right?
mm,
Land they can build on and nobody can mess with, right?
yeah,
Holocaust victims. Germany actually had a whole like it was a whole war, right? They still like they paid so much money. They had to pay money for that shit. Like
mm,
they had to pay. What happened in the U.S.? Nothing happens.
yeah. I know they do. They do.
So
They do what people still do today. People still do that
so
crap today. Where
so yeah.
you do something, you just like, oh, let's just act like I never did it. It's like, no, like the hell, like everyone, like people do that all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's like the Jews got paid for Holocaust. The Indians got pretty much. I'm not saying paid, but it's still wrong. But they got their reparation, whatever
yeah,
they had, for the genocide that they had, and we don't get nothing.
yeah, yeah. We're
We just
supposed to
get
just
a
let it happen.
shut up, nigger.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
yeah,
But once we started trying to doing it, they came down to burn thing and bomb shit. So which one? You can't have it either way. And fun fact though, diamonds are not really rare. That's all I want to put out too.
oh yeah, I know. It's just the work you have to, the work you need to get it. That's all it
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
I don't know. I just thought about it when I was like, and then like the African thing, like Africa is an amazing country and stuff, but I wouldn't want to live over there for two reasons. One, I like the seasons, and two, it would just be like, I don't know. I want to live in a more. I want to live like with diversity and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I agree with
I
that.
kind of like living in diversity. Yes, I like everything pro black and stuff, but once in a while, I'm gonna want some Chinese food.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Well, I need diversity. I cannot be around the same type of people all the time.
Nah, yeah, and I like that confluence of ideologies. Like, yes, some black people are more extreme than others and stuff like that, but I want a complex of like personalities. So like it like a Spanish person mindset, like a what's called a mindset, Arabian mindset, uh, what's called a white person mindset, a European white person mindset.
Yeah.
Like I want to get all of those personalities. Like that's the reason why I like that's the reason why I wouldn't like make it my homeland. But it'd be cool for like a couple years. It was cool for like 2 years.
Yeah, it'd be cool to come back and visit. Cause yeah, that's the one thing I miss about New Jersey versus when we moved to Virginia. Because it's like obviously, like I said, live in New Jersey, it's like everyone's brand new. Like you know what I'm saying? Oh, a new face, a new face, a new face. Moved to Virginia, moved to Palatine. It's like, oh, that's my cousin. I saw him at the family reunion the other year. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it's cool to have your home place, but then again, it's like I would prefer, yeah, living out. Yeah. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yeah. You got anything you want to add to the thing?
Nah, nah,
Xbox, PS5, restock y'all shit,
yeah,
bitch.
yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. So while we talk before I get off, I just want to say this. So it comes out to find out that Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't supposed to be released. The devs said it wouldn't be. They needed more time until 2022 for it to be released, which I kind of figured because that was so much. Because I was like, all right, cool. Like it's a great game if you can
Mm,
get past the bugs.
mm. Great game,
But
great
I definitely want
game.
to pay $60 for it. I didn't pay
Yeah,
$60 for it.
I can imagine playing a game and it just what's the
Hey, I
shit
didn't have
where
to pay
like
for it.
what's the shit where people would play? Oh, it would just like crash their game or something like that, and they had to start over from a certain point. Like
I only
people had
had
to keep
one
saving.
crash. I only had one crash. That's it.
Yeah,
And I think it's
yeah.
kind of my. And I'll put admit, it was kind of my fault because like I was riding on the motorcycles doing some wild shit, and I was like, let me see if I can fit this shit inside a building that's glitched.
Nah,
Yeah,
you see that GTA mod all the rappers play?
huh?
You see the GTA mod all the rappers are playing right now?
What is it?
It's like it's real life stuff. Like they put like a real cars in GTA. They put like McDonald's. They got like real like it's actually real stuff. So like Wabi and Almighty J, T Grizzly, Soldier Boy, excuse me, like all the rappers who are in the video games, they pretty much all playing like GTA. It's low key funny as hell because they be popping off. It, like Almighty J, someone got this car. He was like, "Yo, like I don't know, you get out of my car." And the dude was like, "Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do." Almighty J got out the car, put out a pistol, shot him in the head. And they say in the mod too, if you dead, you actually have to lay there dead until someone picks you up and take you to the hospital. Like it's low key sweet. Like I be watching them play shit all the time. Like it's the
I be lit.
funniest shit.
No, I thought you talking about the chaos mod that they have.
Nah, they got no. It's really cool. Like they got their own games. It's really sweet. Whoever did it, low key, like shout out to that person because it looked really sweet.
Oh, I thought you talking about. Oh, damn. Who is Almighty J?
The Namir's the light skinned one. Corday's the heavier one that be rapping. Almighty J's the one who got jumped in New York and they stole his chain. He was dating Black China.
And what's name came and said, I need y'all to give
Oh
this
yeah,
chain back right now.
yeah.
Like what happened was a travesty, and then they gave the chain back. So hold on, wait, that's the nigga that be like, oh, since y'all niggas want me to release music, I'll release it.
No, that's why I be in the mirror. That's
Which one is
the
the cool one?
the one that can rap.
Yeah.
That's Corday.
Oh yeah. Either way, all I'm saying is this. This is what niggas do with their free time. That's why no music getting put out.
Well, nah, you can't go into. He got music. He played a couple songs on stream. Like he got music out. I think what it is you can't go on tour. So it's like the stuff that you will be planning like tours around or like promos or whatever. It's like, well, they gotta do something else.
You can
So
go on tour.
a lot of them are on like Twitch and stuff and YouTube and trying to do stuff where like, okay, I'm gonna make money that way. I think it's a good thing to do.
It's a good way to boost the ecosystem a little bit. But I don't know. I don't like Soldier Boy. I started watching some of his shit. This nigga is too rich to have a shitty mic.
He, I know what you say. Yeah, nah, he funny though. Soldier Boy's
Like
funny as hell.
he too rich to have a shitty mic.
Uh, I think. Well, I don't think he that rich. Hopefully he don't see this and like curse me out. I don't think Soldier Boy's that rich.
No, but I'm not saying like. But I'm saying he got way too much money to have that $5 mic, the Five and Below mic. That nigga got a
Yeah,
Five and Below mic. Like
but you, yeah,
horrible.
yeah. I give you say. I give you say. I just
That
think.
nigga be peaking like crazy.
Uh, Maybe kill me, but yeah. Like I said,
If
so
my mic
together.
sound horrible, fuck you. You can suck a dick. These are Turtle Beaches, or Astros, or A5s, whatever the shit is. What are these?
Oh yeah, I know. I use my Yeti mic.
Yeah, these are Rig 600s.
Mm.
500, 500.
I
Yeah,
think I got 600.
yeah. But nah, these ones sweet. But yeah, like $20 or something like that. I don't know. I don't pay for none of my shit.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got
I rob niggas.
you. Oh, and that GTA flow. Nah, that would be making me want to get a PC just so I can play the GTA mod. But now
I want to play Rust.
I heard somebody say they were playing it on Xbox, but I was like, can you play? You can't play a mod.
No,
Yeah, I was like, that can't be right. But yeah, I'd be low key wanting a PC just to play the mod.
no. The only thing that had mods was Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Certain games support mod. Well, yeah. Oh shit. It's
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
late. Buffalo's losing. No, Buffalo's tied with the Baltimore Ravens and
yeah, yeah. That's I'm gonna work on this. Hopefully, my internet connection got straight. But anywho, shout
freestyle
out.
number 2. Shout out to the niggas in the blue.
I would be mad as hell. I'll be mad as hell trying
Blue
to
lives matter.
I'll be mad as hell trying to slip them together because I will have to cut certain parts. I don't know
Uh,
how far it recorded.
oh, Carti, you saw that dumbass face you made.
Yeah, I saw. I saw. No, it was stupid. I was hearing you talk. I was hearing you talk the whole time.
You stupid nigga.
No, I was hearing you talk, and then like after a while, you were like, "What? What the fuck?" And then you picked up your phone, and then that's when it just cut off. So like, I heard you talk. I was like, "Hey, what are you talking about?" It's like it made me cut first, but I kept hearing you. It was really weird.
Yeah. Oh, you heard they got the Jets for Flint, Michigan?
The what?
Flint, Michigan.
But what did you say before that?
I said they finally got the people that they firing what? My bad.
What?
They finally what's calling the people in Flint, Michigan.
Fired?
No, they what's calling it? They suing them.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.